Okay, so as I was saying before, the things I've gone through in 19 years have definitely helped make me the person I am today, but the thing I've been going through for the past 3 months has definitely shown me more about myself than I think any experience ever has. And I can't say ever will, but for now, ever will. On May 1st, Josh was killed in a car accident because his girlfriend made the decision to drive one night. I had 47 missed phone calls, and at 5 o'clock in the morning when I decided to answer, I got the news. Basically, what I learned that night was not only should you live life to the fullest, but that everything happens for a reason, and you're put through things to show what kind of person you end up being. Josh taught me probably more than I think anyone ever could or will. He taught me that it doesn't matter what other people are going to think of you because you were made the person you are for a reason, and you basically live your life because it's what makes you happy and not what makes anyone else happy. A lot of people they dwell on things for a long time, and I used to be one of those people who just sits there and dwells on anything, whether it be school or boys. And he used to always tell me, if you're not going to smile for yourself, then smile for me, because you never know if we're ever going to see that smile again. And I actually got it tattooed on my foot probably 2 weeks after he died. That basically helps me anytime I can't smile. As long as I look at that, like, I know that everything's going to be okay. As I said, he basically taught me to live life to the fullest, because you honestly don't know if tomorrow's going to come. I had talked to him the night before, and he was like, yeah, let's hang out, like, we're going to hang out this week. And that week obviously never came for us. So I was kind of one of those people that took life for granted before, and I was like, oh yeah, I have till tomorrow to do it. Like, I'll just put it off, or I can blow off these plans because I can do it another day. And now I've learned, don't blow off plans because you honestly don't know whether tomorrow's going to come. Also, I was shown that although, like, I'm heartbroken over this whole situation, and although that, like, I'm not really sure how to say it, like, I guess, like, it's a terrible situation, and I wish he were still here to this day. Obviously, I wouldn't be put through this situation if I couldn't handle it, and it shows me that, like, I am a stronger person than I actually thought I was, because, I mean, for a long time, I was, like, went through every emotion. I went through a lot of things that I didn't know I could handle. I went through being angry, being sad, being upset, being, like, happy that we actually had that time together, but then back to being angry that she made the decision to drive that night. And it's one of those things you can't, like, things happen, and you can't really blame it on anyone else. And it kind of showed me that I'm a stronger person than I actually thought I was. And so basically, like, although, like, that night, like, God broke my heart, but he did it to prove that he only takes the best, and he did it to teach, I think, all of our friends a lesson that you kind of can't, you do need to be like Josh and just live life to the fullest and smile every day, no matter what. Like, don't dwell on things, just do what you're gonna do. Like, Josh always said, like, he was one of those people that kind of, like, encouraged me to ditch in high school. Like, not a lot, but enough to where he was like, you know what, like, you can afford to miss because there's more important things going on in life than sitting in a classroom on stuff you already know. And although that sounds bad to say, like, he was right. Like, some of the best times were the days he called me out of school. And I can, like, I know that, like, missing school that day was definitely worth it. So I guess I'll end with a quote. It basically says, God saw you guys getting tired, and a cure was not meant to be, so he put his arms around you guys and whispered, come to me. With tearful eyes we watched as we saw you pass away. Although we loved you deeply, we could not make you stay. Your guys' golden heart stopped beating hard, and working hands at rest, God broke our hearts to prove to us that he only takes the best, which is very true, because although, like, we're brokenhearted, he did it to prove a point that you really cannot take your life for granted. And I think Josh and Becky were taking that night because to prove to all of us that, like, I mean, you need to not blow off plans. You need to just live your life to the complete fullest, smile every day. And although you don't think you are, you're probably a stronger person than you think. So, thank you.